The tutorial should be smothering my hair with product to get it to lay down, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, we are back from the beauty supply store. Let me show y'all the couple of things that I got that I just kind of like needed to have, you know? So for this ponytail, I got this. Now, this is like a whole little like sew-in situation. We're not gonna use this frontal situation. I really just wanted the bundle, so I'm probably gonna throw this in the trash because honestly, this frontal does not look good. And just use the bundles 14, 16, and 18. And this is synthetic hair. This was only like $35, but it was really all that they had for a longer kind of like curly bundles, because I was thinking a curly ponytail was gonna do it. And then I picked up a baby of the Gorilla Snot, you know, just for the edges. And I picked up some Murray's Beeswax to really like mold the hair, because y'all, gel, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. So I went with Murray's, but I also saw, and this is like the classic, this is what the girls be using when they do those slick back ponytails. But I also saw this Isopus Dread Lock and Twist Molding Cream. And the only reason that I got this was because the ingredients were similar to Murray's Beeswax. So what I'm going to do now is actually shampoo and condition my hair to get it prepped for this particular style. I'm going to use some Braid Beauty Supply. This is a black-owned brand that is sold at Sephora. And I will be using their hair wash and hair mask. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back after that to finish this whole little process. Hair is cleansed, and a little update on the Braid Beauty Supply. I've used them before, but it's been over a year. Totally forgot why I hadn't used them in a while, and this is no shade to the brand, because I actually do like some of the other products in the brand, but in terms of the shampoo especially, I'm not the hugest fan. It is slightly drying on the hair, like stripping on the hair, and I don't necessarily like that. They are also very heavily scented, and I think it's the scent that really throws me off the most, because it's like bakery scent. So it's like cakes and pies and all of the things. So yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use some leave-in conditioner. Legit, I'm almost out. This is Pattern Beauty leave-in. There's only, oh my gosh, I don't even know if there's enough to go all the way around. And check out the new bruise. Yes, okay. But we're gonna put on some of this leave-in. Oh, oh my God. Seriously? Where's the rest of it? I guess I don't need a whole lot anyways. Get this last little bit up out of here. Empty. Gonna throw that in the trash. And now you can really see where I cut my hair. Y'all see how short this is? Look, I cut all of this, so. True mop top. Okay, for my heat protectant, because I am definitely going to blow out my hair. If you have kinkier textured hair, thicker hair, when you're doing any style that's slick, any style that's pulling on your hair, it would be important to stretch your hair. You can blow it out, you can braid it, whatever you need to do, but stretch the hair. What happens with our hair is that when it dries, it expands. So if I wrap my hair up wet, what's going to happen is as it dries, it's going to get tighter and tighter, and it can start to break wherever it's wrapped. So basically at the base of the ponytail. So I always stretch it out first. Another thing that typically happens with me is I have low porosity hair. So what happens is if I put my hair in a ponytail, or if I compress it while it is wet, it never dries, and I start to get like this moldy, itchy scalp situation to prevent all of the horrible things from happening, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow out my hair. I did finally invest in a Dyson, and I got it with all of the like attachments. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one so I don't have to use another tool. And I will be using the Uncle Funky's Daughter Maximum Thermal Protection Primer. Almost out of this too, because I only use it, and I use it anytime I use heat. It doesn't matter if it is the blow dryer, whatever. Anytime I use heat, this is what I use. I did detangle while the conditioner was in it, so it should be okay.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my life.
Just dust these ends real quick. Good. I'm good for cutting some hair, baby. Good for it. Get that a little bit off. That looks so much better. Same thing with this side. We're just gonna, you can kind of see, but I feel like you can always kind of tell. So I'm gonna take this off. And just make sure that my scalp is dry, y'all. Cause me and this scalp, girl, she doing both. I've been kind of like dusting my ends lately myself, and I like it. Ooh, y'all saw that part? Okay, so I think I'm gonna do a side part. I'm gonna try to get some longer lengths of hair to cover this up so that it's not as thick. I was gonna do a middle part, but I always do a middle part, and I want to give the middle of my head like a break. I am gonna take a bit of this beeswax and put it on this part just to kind of like secure it into place so that it won't move around too much as I'm working with the rest of my head. Look at that. If I put it on my part will literally disappear. I gotta get that off. Now I'm actually going to work in sections. So I'm gonna put this out of the way. So when I do slick back ponytails, I use rubber bands, and that's what I'm gonna use today. I just stick to the regular black rubber bands because I do my hair in sections. Sometimes I use 10, sometimes I'll like double them up, but I do my hair in sections so that I can get it the slickest as possible. So I'm gonna start off with basically the base of the ponytail, which will kind of be like the bottom half of my hair. Comb it into position. I'll use the beeswax closer to the front of my hair, but I think I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna melt it in my hands. This smells so good. And I'm gonna start with it just like as the base. If I don't like this, I might end up mixing the products. But I'm also going to put it on the inside, like throughout the hair. Because what this does is it weighs all of the hair down basically to where it will lay in that ponytail and make it like sleeker, you know? A hair like mine, my hair will revert in a second. It will fluff in a second. So basically, I'm coating my hair with product so that it's too heavy to revert. Like The only way that it will be able to come out of this style is if I shampoo it. And then again, we're gonna comb the product through because that will get coated on those strands. It smells so good. Now I'm gonna use some of this beeswax. Look at it, look at how black it is on the edges. Okay, now after you've combed it through, get you a brush, honey, and then that's when you're gonna smooth it. Rubber band and pick a spot for the pony. I'm gonna do it kind of low, and we're gonna rubber band this. Okay, that's a comfortable ponytail. Very comfortable. Now for this, I'm gonna break this section up because this is a lot of hair. The smaller the sections, the longer it's going to last. It might take a little bit more work, but I can guarantee you it's going to be worth it. Isopus, and I'm using hefty amounts of product to really lay my hair down, keep it laid down. And most of the product is at the base, like at the top. Smooth it on through. And with these sections right here, it gets a little bit easier. I'm gonna use some beeswax on top of that, just at the top. And I'll come back. I'm gonna repeat this process until I finish this half of the head, and then I'll come back and we'll do the front. And y'all, the back is done. Got a nice base. It's not tight. See, my hair is still full and fluffy. So even if you wanted to wear your hair out, you definitely could. I'm not, but you know, you could. So I'm gonna work with the most difficult side first, which is going to be, this is just extra product, which is going to be this side because it's the thickest. So we are going to work in small sections, okay? Keep it small. I'm telling you, it's not only gonna save you time, but it just makes the process easier. Now, if your hair is thinner, do what you want. Like, you might not have to go through all of this, but mine isn't. So your girl, she has to take a lot of steps to do slick ponytails. So, all right, so this is how much I'm working with. This is not a large section of hair at all. I'm still gonna use some of this Isopus. And I don't only like the way that this feels, but I think I'm just kind of obsessed with the smell. It reminds me of like a product I feel like my mom or something used to use. But you can see like it doesn't have a whole lot of holes, so we're gonna go in. This Murray's better not stain my countertops, I know that. I'm gonna use some Murray's. Really get that at the top. Look, if it don't look like that, you ain't doing it right. And then we're gonna smooth it through. Combing it through just really like coats the actual strands of your hair versus just having it sit on top. And it looks better because the product isn't all like caked up. And then when you brush it, it's really gonna give it that smooth effect. Look at that, look. So this will help smooth out this kind of like thick patch of hair in the front because I am doing a side part and not a middle. And then when you lay, ooh, the lay, you just brush it down. It'll kind of stay into place, but y'all know that rubber band, look at that. It's gonna do it. All right, y'all, the process is almost complete. This is all we got left, okay? Is this and this. So these are basically how small I've been doing the sections in the front. So I'm gonna start off with some of the Isopus. And for this, like the hair in the very, very front, especially on this side, we're gonna coat basically the whole thing because not that much hair is going into the ponytail. So I need all of this to be kind of stiff. On top of that, the Isopus is really moisturizing for sure. So my hair likes it. I can feel it. So So I might be using that again, but we're gonna do some beeswax also. Cause the beeswax it has the hold, like it does. I don't see my hair reverting back with these two products, but I do think that my edges are gonna give me hell, but we're gonna pray about it, okay? So let's just get this product on the hair and then let me comb it through. It just glides right on through. Comb it through. I'm gonna put it on the ends of this too, so it's looking real stiff. Like so, like that, and then I'm gonna comb it down first. And now we're going to add some rubber bands to that hair. It's honestly just to hold down that layer. This area is gonna be really, really simple. I'm only gonna break this one up into two because it's not like a whole lot of hair right here. Iso Plus, but this time we're doing it throughout the entire section. So it's coated. Let me comb it through. And then some beeswax. Comb it through. And I can honestly comb through this entire section because she's small or whatever. So the base of the ponytail is done. No, the ponytail is not tight. But I am gonna go ahead and use some of this Gorilla Snot on the edges, and then we're gonna tie it down with some of this Wrap It. The tutorial should be smothering my hair with product to get it to lay down, cause that's what I'm doing. It's just suffocating it. And we back. I let the camera charge a little bit and wrapped up my edges so that they could have some time to set. I don't have that much time left though because I actually have somewhere to be. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and braid this. One regular braid. Break this up into 3 and then just braid it down. Turn around so I can try to braid it as seamlessly as possible because my hair is thick. So this little braid is gonna be fat. Okay, now once I get pretty much to the end, I'm gonna rubber band it. Boom, I got a fat chunky braid that don't move. Ooh. I'm gonna take the 18-inch bundle first and use that one at the bottom and then build up to the 16. This bundle is kind of thin, so I am going to, y'all see it's really thin. So I'm gonna double it instead of keeping it that thin because that is just too thin. Okay, so starting at the bottom, rubber banding. I was gonna pin it with the bobby pin, but I think I can rubber band this and it'll be fine. And then we're just going to wrap. When you get to the end, open bobby pin and just pin it. I would pin this going upward like into the braid and it should stay. It's gonna be like a little tangled from the wrapping, so because the hair is like being wrapped around itself and it's long, so just kind of, you know, just detangle it, kind of pull it apart. I'm gonna comb through this anyways. This is gonna be a really, really long ponytail. So they have this one, it's rolled over 3 times. I'm gonna leave it like this because again, the tracks is thin, so. And it'll make it easier for me to wrap it anyways and pin it. So I'm gonna pin this in to my hair and we're gonna wrap. And as I wrap, I'm just scooting like a little bit closer to the top. I could have definitely went shorter because she long. She long, but I might cut it a little bit at the very, very ends because yeah, she is really long. Pin that into the base of the ponytail. I'm gonna pin it downward so that I don't have any hairpins like up against my scalp. And then I'm just gonna take some of the hair from the back, comb it out a little, put a little bit of this Isopus or the Beeswax, whatever, either one on it, just to stiffen it out a little bit, and then wrap it around the base of the pony. Let's cut some of this. I'm gonna cut some of this at the bottom using my same shears. I'm cutting it at an angle. And then I am going to take a comb and just kind of like fluff it, especially at the top. It'll get nicer over time anyways, because it's curly hair. So it'll start to, you know, frizz up, and it's synthetic. So it'll start looking real after about 2 days. What is curly hair without no frizzy ends? ASMR. Way too blessed, never stressed. I really should have named this Recreating My Wedding Hairstyle. Like, I really should have named it that. Let's go see what Nick thinks. Hold on. What it look like? What hairstyle it look like?
What hairstyle it look like?
Yeah, when have I worn this?
For a wedding?
Period. Did you call my hair my pony? The squirrel. I mean, it do gotta look like a squirrel. I'll take that, whatever. For the final review, because your girl is dressed. Really didn't do much, to be honest with you, but it's my Made in America scarf from the festival. Do a little fluff. And boom. Back comb it a little. That'll give it some more volume. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, like the tutorial. We might change it to recreating my wedding hair, because this is essentially what it was. But you know, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely hit that subscribe button, and I would love to see you back for another video. Bye.